All right, we're going to move into fight number 6. This is an amateur catch weight of 68 kilograms. Introducing first, out of the red corner, Alexander Ross.
And here we have Alexander Ross making his way in from Porterhouse Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. Young fella of 24, currently living in Griffin, Queensland. In terms of training partners, we obviously saw one of his training partners in the cage earlier with Gus Bernardi. And looking forward to seeing what he brings here. I'll throw it over to you, Jake. What are you seeing for this fight?
Yeah, I mean, if his partner, Gus, the bus, who literally fought like a bus when he was driving forwards, if that's anything to go by in this style, this is going to be a super interesting matchup. Alexander Ross, obviously, as you said, where he's training out of, a purple belt. He's 2-1, 2 wins by submission. A first round armbar and a second round rear naked choke. So we know that when he gets down to the ground, I mean, obviously, two wins by submission isn't much to go on, but it's 100% finish rate when it goes to the ground. We know where he's going to try and take this fight. Obviously, he's very, very well versed everywhere, but when it gets to the ground, there's no secret to how he is trying to finish the fight.
Yeah, likewise, and he's actually expecting a war, so he doesn't care where it goes. He sees his opponent as being tough and resilient, but he believes he's done all the work and he can finish it wherever it goes. Yeah,
it's cool to see him give his opponent that type of respect and due adulation. He's not counting his opponent out. They're the kind of opponents that you want. They're the kind of opponents that you want to win over. The guys that are tough, that you get something for yourself by beating them. I think it shows great maturity from the young fella, and I can't wait to see him go to work.
I'm expecting a little bit of creativity. I was talking to him at the back, and he was saying that John Jones is one of his all-time favourite fighters, and just in terms of being the absolute beast, and, you know, the kind of scary moments where he just does random things, choking out Bachita by standing guillotine. Also loves Anderson Silva, you know, and he kicks back to the young Anderson Silva that was hungry and destroying everyone in his path.
It's interesting. Like, he likes the guys that they're killers, they're finishers, they're guys that have that level of skill and really try to put people away. This is going to be a fun one.
And his opponent in the blue corner, Nathan, Passion of the Christ, Fletcher.
So I'm going to give you a bit of the one for Nathan. Nathan is a complete weapon in the cage. What he is going to bring in the way of striking, if you want to talk about a unique striker, oh my God, he's got so many different looks and can kind of hit you from anywhere. And that's what I'm expecting to see today. So this is going to be a great dance partner for Alex Ross in regards to look for and expect strikes from anywhere and everywhere. Nathan's got a very, very long style. Background in karate, so good quality switching stance, and kicks come from anywhere. So the question mark kicks, you know, like the inner crescent kicks, all those kinds of random ability. But he's also got a good quality pedigree in regards to MMA style jiu-jitsu, fighting off Combat Lab up in Coolum here.
It seems like one of those blink and you'll miss it matchups where both guys could easily take the other one out. Ross obviously favouring the guys that love doing that. He's got an approach to martial arts, it seems, where he's going to try and look for those one-hitter quitters, those ability, those even submissions or strikes to take his opponent out. And what you said about Nathan Fletcher, his diversity in his striking, and obviously coming from a gym like Combat Lab that are fantastic at putting it all together, this one is shaping up to be a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, and in saying, in regards to pedigree for obviously MMA Jiu-Jitsu as well, he obviously has had a recent win by submission by triangle choke, which is quite difficult to do a triangle choke in MMA. So actually that ability to be able to do that on Eternal not long ago, less than 7 weeks ago, and backing it up, jumping in the cage now. I'm really, really looking forward to both the grappling ability of both gentlemen, but also the striking creativity is going to come forward.
All right, fight number 6 is brought to you by Fitness Cartel. This is an amateur catch weight of 68 kilograms. We are scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 68.2 kilograms. He trains out of Porterhouse MMA. With 3 fights as an amateur, he holds 2 wins. Give it up for Alexander Ross. And his opponent in the blue corner, he weighed in at 67.6 kilograms. He trains out of Combat Lab Martial Arts with an amateur record of 2 wins for no defeats. Put your hands together for Nathan, Passion of the Christ, Fletcher. And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Peter Hickmott.
And here we go. Here comes the carnage.
You can feel the energy coming out of both guys. Focused, very, very intense. Got a hold of the neck. Did Fletcher, and he's looking to throw in the clinch. Giving Ross a lot to think about.
And I really like the idea that Nathan didn't go for the guillotine. He just used it to push him way far enough to open those strikes up.
Absolutely.
Good forward pressure by Alexander. Nice job in terms of closing up those legs.
Caught that kick, put the pressure onto Fletcher, ability to take him down, and Fletcher comes up and he's back down again. Return to sender, says Ross.
Get your arm back. Get your arm back. Come on.
And this is where he's basically turning him. He's got his back, pushing all of his weight up against Alexander, which makes it hard to get his legs across.
Fletcher held onto that headlock and unfortunately gave his back up.
Chin down. Chin down.
You can see the inside grip of Ross on the top. He'd preferably like to have it on the bottom, but he comes up on top, and now there's a lot of pressure on Fletcher to do something from this poor position.
And he looks like he's getting that, trying to get it underneath his chin.
Hand fight, Fletcher. Hand fight.
He's doing the hand fighting here, trying to stop it here. But he's using the cage to put as much pressure on to Alexander as possible.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of those hands before he worries about the legs, because if you get caught into a choke, it could be the end of the fight. Is that looks like it's under the chin?
It is quite tight.
And there's a tap.
Such a strong submission there by Alexander.
Once he got it to the ground, he got it to a position where he wanted it, and it was downhill.
It was just methodically breaking down Nathan then. Once he got on his back, got the hooks in, it was just hand fighting, throwing a few punches in there just to make Nathan move his hands until he can get under the chin.
And there we see the caught low kick, the takedown, forwards and then backwards, and Fletcher goes down. He holds on to this headlock just that little bit too long, gives up his back. And we all know what happened there. A few shots to pepper Fletcher, does Ross.
And one of the reasons he's getting so many significant strikes in there is he's actually holding that defensive arm down, which is basically stopping that block coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It also assisted in getting that choke in a bit quicker.
Yeah, and as we can see, gets it under the neck, flattens Fletcher out, and gets the submission victory.
For those sitting at home, are you not entertained? Coastal Combat 11.
I was about to say, I mean, one decision. We've had one decision so far, and it was a fantastic technical battle between two very skilled amateurs. This is fantastic fighting.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute 34 of round number 1. Declaring your winner by submission due to a rear naked choke in the red corner, Alexander Ross.
Fantastic victory from Alexander Ross. He did exactly what he wanted to do. He got what he wanted. When he got the clinch, he got the takedown. Even when Fletcher was able to get back up and get up to his feet, to a degree, it was still Ross's world. He didn't get put into a lot of danger. He ate some strikes.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Alexander Ross. Tell me, your game plan, did that fight go the way you wanted or what you expected?
It was good, man. His kicks, they hurt. Yeah.
I know.
I'll be feeling my calf, that's for sure, but I'm just happy to get the sub, get the first round finish, keep 100% finish rate, which is good. I love it. Rear naked choke is something that we've been doing a lot this camp, and it just feels so natural the way that hand just sinks in and takes the neck.
Oh, yes, it was a great submission, mate. Our first submission of the night. Go enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al.